don't know how serious you are about your career and success. I don't know. Some are more serious than others. And there's nothing wrong with those that are not serious about the business. They're doing it because they're hoping to earn just a little extra for certain things. There's nothing wrong with that. That doesn't make you less of a quality person than the next person. It's your choices. But if you are serious about this business, you need to have your own branded identity. Understand today, it used to be about the corporate logo. And today, when you see these real estate teams, in my day, this team person, the leader of the team, used to open his own real estate company or her own real estate company. They don't do that anymore today because there's no money in the real estate brokerage as it was in my day, okay, many, many years ago. So and there's too much risk involved from a, broker of record point of view, if you follow what I'm saying. So it's much easier for them to just develop teams. But really, that's what they are. That's the new version of what used to be a person to open a real estate company. But the most important to understand, when you look at these top individuals, they all have a branded identity. So you need to create a brand for yourself. You need to turn yourself into a brand. Now let me tell you how you go about figuring out what that is, because it's different, and you may not discover what it is for a couple of years. I remember when I had my real estate company and even my website, when I designed my website product, the name Moneymaker, it popped to me in a dream. It's true. But my real estate company was called Future One. For those of you who ever remember it, it was called Future One. But people would say to me when I decided to open my own company, what are you going to call your real estate company? And I didn't know. And finally one day, I was and I hadn't opened the company yet, obviously, or I couldn't have opened it without the name. But anyways, I was in the planning stages and organizing stages, and here's what I do. I buy books, magazines I'm referring to, and magazines of all different kinds, business magazines, Cosmopolitan, magazines, Road and Track magazines, all different types of magazines. I don't buy them every day all the time, but many times of the year I'll buy different magazines. And what I do is I look through those magazines and a heading pops off the page at me. I found one the other day and it just slapped me in the face. It was so good. It said something like, we couldn't put a value on this seminar, so we didn't. It's free. I loved it. We couldn't put a price on a seminar this valuable, so we didn't. It's free. I read this on some other product seminar, and I loved it. And I said, I'm going to use that. So I say to real estate agents, what you need to do is go through magazines and look at ads. And when a heading pops out, have a place on a page on your computer that you write that little heading and again and again and again and again and again and again and again. And now let's go back to what I said to you about be an article junkie. I want you to understand what you've got to learn to do is the heading, the heading, the heading, the heading, the heading. I call it the Archie approach. Archie is my little poodle. Traded the husband in for a poodle. Very wise decision. I know, stupid joke. But I did. Anyways,